Welcome back, guys. So, what can we get in the Timo season so far event? Well, to get the 102 overall card, I mean that should be the highest rated card in every Tots, we suppose. To get that one, we need to win almost all of the matches, although if you play versus attack or head-to-head matches, which is next to impossible for 99.9 percentage of us, because it's just way too many matches as well, so that's just definitely not happening. So the one we can realistically get would be the 101 rated card in each any of these not each of these. We can only get one of these, and towards the end of the event, by then the prices of these may come down a lot as well. What I would suggest would be to wait. I mean, that's personally my opinion, would be to wait. You can get 101 overall, or maybe 100 or a 99, and different, like you can club it even maybe a 99 and a 98. You can get some of these cards look really good, but since they're auctionable right away, I wouldn't go for any league that's coming at the beginning, because too many people would, especially the casuals and all, would go for these community or the EPL ones and all, and then in the end the prices may be too less by the time we get them. To be honest, it may even be worth more if you are able to be online the reset time, and maybe even get a 96 or a 97 and sell them, instead of say this is Van Dijk. If you want him, it's a really good card, but by the end of the event when we get him, his price would be, I don't know, somewhere around 15 million or 20 million, something like that. His price should be somewhere around that, and we should be able to sell for more than that, and 96 if we get it at reset. So yeah guys, multiple options are there. And then of course there are prime icons, 103 rated ones, and guys, look at that stats. It's a dream for any Manchester United fan. This is just amazing card. Like mostly maxed out on most of the important stats: acceleration, sprint speed, finishing, short power, long shot, positioning, ball control, dribbling, short passing. Just amazing cards. But to get him at the end of the event, guys, not now. If you want to get him by the end of the event, you need to have about 125,000 gems, which is no way any free to play player has got that one. So yeah, I mean, even for those who spend money, that would be a huge amount. So unfortunately we cannot get him. I mean, I would have loved to get some of these prime icons. Basically, to get those you need to get buy the couple of the highest rated cars, like the 101 rated and the 102 rated from any league. If you get, then you will get the prime as well. But like I said, even if you play till the end of the event, we would only get the 101, and that too by the end of the event. There are many who are buying at the beginning, because of course if you're buying these cards at the end, then their price may be, I don't know, 30 million, 40 million, and at the beginning their price is like 150 million. So of course people buy them, and only if you can afford them. Of course I unfortunately cannot afford those, but I do want prime icons in my squad, so I'm going to get the ones that I can actually afford, which would be, of course I already have prime icon Zidane. I mean, I expect chemistry to go even up. I mean, we can never trust the what they're going to do, so I kind of expect chemistry to go up further. I mean, primes are not must, they just look better. If you can get normal icons, that should be just fine. So what I'm doing basically is I'm getting these icon SBCs done, guys. It's a simple tip I've shared over and over now. They are repeating the icon SBCs. This week's icon SBC, this was week 7, and this week's icon SBC was just a copy of week 3. Next week should be the copy of week 4 iconized BCs, and we already have videos for that. That's the reason why I didn't waste your time making videos on these, because it's just a repeat, guys. So what we need to do is we need to get this Nesta. Of course, you don't have to get a Nesta. Any other icons should be enough for this, but I want to get him. That's the point of all this. Okay, so basically we need icons program, and they don't accept prime icons. I mean, in case you're thinking of melting, say Zidane, it's not possible. Not that I would melt Zidane now. The reason I'm melting Petit would be because I already have I had 4 midfielders. Now I changed my formation. I only have 3 and already have enough XP for the 3. So Petit is kind of not much useful for me right now, and throwing him in here would definitely help me. So we have 4 icons. I mean, we need 4 more icons. We have 7 icons, and couple of them at 93 plus. We need to train up the rest to 93, and of course we need to claim 4 more icons as well. Right now, guys, the market has come down again, fortunately, thanks to the huge inflow of elites. So I already claimed Litmanen early because there was a Hazard lineup events and it required Eredivisie players. So that's when I did that one. I got him and trained him up to 88. So I could use him to play the event. Of course, I did not burn him because I need him for the Nesta SBC. So we get right and right Barnes and Hero. So now, guys, both months I got the lowest rated 4 icons. I mean, that's a way to do it quicker. Of course, there are even cheaper ways. Cheaper way would be to wait and get masters and use them, so that you have to spend only less of these icon points. And also now adding these 3 in there, we should have 10 icons. We need 1 more, and we have exactly 700 points, which means I'm just going to go ahead and get 93 rated Rijkaard. That would save me a lot of coins, of course, because I don't have to get an 89 and then train it up to 93. Instead, I will just claim Rijkaard, who's 93 overall, and then use him in the SBC. I mean, if you want to save icon points, I understand it, of course. The thing is, I already have enough icons and prime icons and all I'm getting, so I don't really need to have more icons. The way I'm seeing, I will have about 3 prime icons, and the way I'm planning right now, soon I will have 3 prime icons and 2 normal icons in my squad. So that, I mean, 5 icons. With that, the advantage I would get is that even if they decide to increase the chemistry, that would not affect my squad. Okay, so basically we can throw in 4 more of those icons, and then we need to train up each of those icons to 93. I know that's kind of a pain. I mean, I really wish it was like a 93 average overall squad. It would have been much cheaper than training each icon to 93, but it's a prime icon. So if we want to get it, we need to do whatever it takes. So it's time to train up these icons. And yeah, I know for sure that it's going to cost a fortune, because I mean, it's just too costly. Okay, let's start with the lowest rated ones, and let's throw in masters. Of course, I bought these masters as currently, even the right now the XP price is very low, so it may be a good time to do this if you're planning to get it done. Okay, so maybe get throw in a silver, yeah. But guys, you see, it costs 3.4 million coins just to train up the player, and buying the masters is again more coins. Thankfully I have enough coins right now for getting Nesta. Okay, yeah, we'll start with the masters, of course. And now we need about I'm trying to like not waste too much XP. Again, another one that costs 3.2 million coins to train up another icon to 93. In total, I don't know, it would be costing like somewhere around 60 million, I suppose, to get it all done. And for midfielders, these are the cheapest XP I could find. Yeah, 23,000 XP, but let it be, I suppose. We get another card to 93, Rui Costa. I mean, Nesta seems a lot like Zidane, to be honest. Even Zidane, we had to work for a long time, and then we had to make different squads and all. Maybe only positive thing with Zidane would have been that we didn't really have to spend too much coins. It was more time with Zidane. But with these other players, it's with Nesta, it is coins instead of we cannot just spend our time. We need to spend coins as well. Of course, if you are good in the market, you can always make coins from the market. The simplest method would be the one I was always saying, using the icon SBCs. But of course, and guys, we are getting the tokens, right? The reserve tokens in Ultimo season. Don't just use them right now. It'll be kind of waste, because the prices are just too down. So right now using them won't be of much use. Best to actually maybe just wait and use them later. Okay, so we need more masters. It's I suppose we can get him to 92, but we are running out of the masters that we have. Already it's a lot of coins that we are spending, and still we are nowhere where we want to be. For central midfielder, we need to buy more of masters, and for him as well, we have only a couple of masters. Defender masters, we only have a couple of them, which means we need to buy the masters. But like I said, thankfully right now the price of masters are less, so maybe a good time to do this. Okay, and then of course it's a left wing one as well. So guys, we have purchased enough XP to train up the rest of our icons to 93. Okay, we need about 130 here. I'm not going to waste 300 KXP of an icon here. I have a lot of this wildcard XP stacked up as well. I haven't been training up my players too much. Obviously, of course, I mean, right now, look at the cards. I mean, the new cards are coming out, 100 overall cards and all. And I won't be surprised to see 100 overall cards at, say, 15 million by the end of the Teemo season. So, yeah, guys, maybe a good idea would be not to train up cards, and instead to save coins and to actually buy high rated cards from the market and use them. Okay, need 1000 XP more. Yes, I mean, because we need to pay for, when we are training up cards, we need to pay for XP, and also we need to pay for the training up cost and all. I mean, right now, just look at me. training these cards to 93, and you can already see that it's just costing just too much. So training cards to 102 and all, guys, just imagine that's just going to cost too much coins. So best not to do that. Better to just go with the flow here. 2.5 million coins more. I mean, thankfully it's 93. If they had asked for 95 or something, then my god, I cannot even think how much more coins it would have costed in that way. So we have now 11 icons ready to be submitted, and the final one. Okay, and when the Belgium was needed for the Hazard SBC, the price of this card was much higher, and of course we will need Argentina soon, but I'm not sure how much PIT's price would go up because, well, Timo's season, looking at the supply of the cards, it's just crazy supply of cards, and there isn't too much supply of coins unless you do trading in the market. So guys, right now the market is like the only source of coins. Now I think now we can go ahead and claim prime icon Nesta. I mean, I don't know, maybe say 10 years later, when I'm in a much higher position than I'm right now, I may be able to actually even afford the actual prime icons that are like costly. Who knows? I mean, we can always hope for a better future, right? Okay, so we are going to get Nest. I wasn't sure if I would be able to do this quickly, but yeah, some pack luck can go a long way. So we are going to get our second prime icon of the season. And so far, all these seasons playing FIFA Mobile, I've never got any prime icons that we had to actually spend money to get. But for the first time now, I'm going to get one prime icon that actually requires money to get, real money to get. That is Roberto Carlos. Of course, he's probably among the cheapest prime icons that has ever come. And now with this, what do I even say, with this COVID-19 stuff, I don't think I will even be able to. I mean, I'm posted somewhere far away from my home with my work, and I don't even think I'll be able to go home this year. I even bought a new car recently, and that is stuck there. My new car is in my hometown, and I am in a different place, and I cannot even get it now. But thanks to all the all the cancelled plans and all, I had money to get this guy here. He was one of the greats when I started watching football. I mean, not when I started watching football, but during my school days. This guy's amazing. I mean, his free kicks and all. And that's a really good card. And it's not just him. All four of those cards are useful. And if I hadn't got Nesta, then I would have been probably using Cannavaro as well. But now we have given up on Cannavaro. But the rest of the three are these are the icons that I'm going to use now. Of course, Nesta, I'm hoping that at least in head-to-head he's going to help me a lot. And of course there is Roberto Carlos with his speed. He is really good in both head-to-head and versus attack. And guys, he may not be as good as KDB, who knows, but I got him on my way to prime icon Roberto Carlos, and his stats are definitely good, and he's good in game, and he gives chemistry, so that's a double plus. And of course, this guy, he may not have the stats of some ultimate team or season players and all, but he's probably the smoothest card I have used this year, and he's just amazing. His dribbling and ball control and all. This is one card that's better than the stats, so I hope this is worth it. And guys, thanks for watching, and I hope we can improve our squad very soon. Thanks for watching, and guys, if you have some suggestions or some videos that you want to see, let me know and I'll consider if I can do them. Thanks for watching. Bye bye and have fun.